Everyone, welcome again. I am Saksham Sharma, founder of Careerkunj and former TCS HR and recruiter. So, just a good update for all the students that the interviews for majority of the locations for Pitstop hiring are happening tomorrow. Okay, so I have been in touch with many students. Some students have also given a mock interview with me, and for different locations, including Trivandrum, Hyderabad, Indore and other places the interviews are scheduled tomorrow. So I hope, I think they are finishing it this week only. If it has not happened for some location, maybe it will come by next week, but for majority locations it is happening tomorrow. All right, so I just want to give you few last minute tips for your interview, so that you can give your best. And I have made a detailed video about all the different aspects that would be there in the interview stage. There will be a GD, there will be a case study to solve, and then there will be a group person interview. Okay, so I have made a separate video to solve how to solve a case study, and then another video I uploaded yesterday about how to prepare for the interview round. So if you have not seen that, I would recommend that you go through that video, watch that video completely, because I have included many various things. Again, I have covered it from my experience of taking pit stop interviews. So listen to them carefully, and I am sure small tips that I have given will help you. Okay, so I think today you should more focus upon preparing your the strong the most favorite subjects. So we don't have much time, and you have to give your interview tomorrow. The last moment tips will be, the first thing is that you should go through your resume, number one, because resume is one thing from where the panels will ask you the questions. So have a look and see if it is impressing, and see which are the best areas where you can answer. You can again edit your resume, so highlight your resume, because they will panels will refer to the resume that you will give to them, not the one that you uploaded before. Okay, so highlight the areas which are in which you are very strong, and you can face questions. It can be anything. It might be your internship. You must have done some good internship, so the internship could be one area, or your project, if you have done any project, or it could be on HR analytics or some other analytics project, or any other research paper that you have written around HR, or it could be around your favorite subject as well, right? So if you are really good at some of the HR subjects, mention that and highlight it. Do highlight it while answering your introduction as well, so that the panel note it, and then they ask you questions from there. Also, do stay updated with the latest trend. So just check for the latest trend. The main latest update in the HR is the new wage code policy. So just go through it, because these things will be definitely on the top of the mind. And then also check about the key challenges in an IT company for HR role, so that you know, okay, what is going on in the IT company, because you are actually applying for an IT company. So you should know what are the major challenges, in an IT company that an HR faces, and whatever you read, try to include them in your answers. Okay. So if you have to if you have to give impressive answers, then we have to, add a lot of references and lot of things in that. So that is where the latest, updates, latest developments in the HR, you should know about it. You can easily get that on Google, or you can easily do chat GPT also about it. Okay, so that is about the latest trend. So I hope all of you is now clear with the flow. So basically the first will be the group discussion, and then you will be given a case, and then you have to take that case, and then you have to give your interview. Okay, so interview, I would recommend you few things. uh, so I have already told you this yesterday. So there is a case study, okay, and then there is interview. Okay, so uh, interview will be initially around the case study, because you take that problem in the interview room, and then of course they will ask you what is the case, and you have to answer it. So that it will start from the case study, and then slowly, they will move to your resume. Okay, so resume, whatever you have done, the best one, whatever good things, whatever the strong things you have done, highlight it, because the questions will be there from the resume. Okay, so also very important thing, remove those things in which you are not confident. There are so many students who have done some certifications or some courses which they are not updated about, or they cannot face questions on that. Clearly remove that, because people will ask you questions from it and you will not be able to answer, and it will not put a good impression, right? So look at your resume, scan it, and see what questions can be asked, and then highlight the important areas. After resume, there would be questions from resume. It depends now, what you have done and how long it goes, because it can take any direction. Okay, interview is never structured. We never walk away with we never go into an interview room with with the mindset that we will ask this today. Actually, it is the resume and the answers of the candidate which makes us ask the next question, right? So whatever you say, your interview will take that direction. But yeah, definitely there will be few questions from your subjects, HR subjects, right? So at least two subjects should be prepared. Two subjects, at least two HR subjects should be very strong. Okay, it can be OB, it can be labor law, it can be performance management, compensation and benefits, recruitment, anything. Okay, so take a subject in which a lot of practical things, not just theory. Okay, like talent acquisition, recruitment is one function that most of the student knows. So be clear with what is the recruitment cycle, from where does it start, what are the different stages. It starts with the job, the need analysis, and it ends at onboarding. So what are the different stages in that? Okay, so read about it on chat gpt. Ask the chat gpt what kind of questions can be asked from talent acquisition subject, in your interview, and it will give you a list of questions. So that can also be very well used. The second thing is that apart from these two subjects, you should be very clear with the fundamentals of other topics, because for example, labor law is one subject where people will definitely ask you question. It could be a possibility that it is your favorite subject, or it might not be your favorite subject because it is a law subject of law, and there are so many facts and figures you have to remember. But definitely people, there will be some questions from labor laws, because everybody study labor law. And then again, you cannot make a wild guess here. You have to be accurate in answering the labor laws question. When was the act established, what is the clause for this thing, what is the clause for that thing. So all the subjects, the basics should be very clear. You might not know things in detail, but the basic of all the subjects, especially the labor law, should be very clear. Okay. Again, there is a recent development in the labor law that the central government has brought the new wage code policy. Okay, so be updated with that. I have the recent mock interviews that I have taken for some candidates. Very few were updated about it, right? So watch some videos about that new wage code policy, so that if it is asked, you can impressively answer that. So then there will be questions from the subjects that you will mention, and then there will be questions after that from TCS. So they will ask you what you know about TCS, who is the CEO, who is the chairman, how many employees TCS have. Some candidates don't even know how many employees TCS have. They say 1,000, 2,000, 1 lakh. Just for information, it has more than 6 lakh employees, right? So read about TCS, and you can read it from Wikipedia. I have also made a separate video on questions from TCS. I will give the link in the description box. So look at that video also. It will cover many things. Also make a note of the CEO, chairman, and the CHRO. Because I have seen people usually get confused between chairman and CEO, right? So you should be very clear that K. Kirtivasan is the CEO, chairman is Natarajan Chandrasekharan, and CHRO is K. Sudeep, right? So these are the three main people, and you should note it, because otherwise it will get mixed up, right? And many students often does that. They get confused between chairman and CEO. Okay, so there will be questions from TCS. and then why you want to join TCS, why it is something that make you appealing to another company. So tell that it is a part of the Tata group, which is one of the best company, best group to work for. Tatas are someone who has, you know, if you know that the many laws in the labor law that we have today has been taken from the Tatas. The Tatas have been working for the employee well-being for very long, and many things that they have introduced, be it insurance, be it fixed working hours in a week. So this have come from Tatas, and many things have been adopted in our labor laws as it is from Tata Group, right? So it's a one of the like best group or company to work for, where the actual HR exists, and there are good things about employee well-being, which as an HR you can practice and learn, right? So speak about it. So this will be the major areas around which your interview will flow. They can give you some situational uh, cases as well on the moment only, that they will give you a case, okay, and it could be around anything, it could be around posh, it could be around anything, and they will ask you what would be your response in terms of that, okay? So use your mind, use your learning, try to relate your academics from the problem, okay? So give different references, don't give extreme answer, always balance your answer between profit for business and employee well-being, okay? So that is the best approach. Apart from this, you should also know about IT industry, okay? So TCS is one, but you should have an idea about IT industry. Who are the competitors of TCS? Okay, so Infosys, Accenture, Cognizant, Capgemini. So there are so many, SCL Tech. These are basic things that you are expected to know. Okay, so read about it. You can easily read about them in 1 2 hour. So give this much time, and see, sometimes even the small answer can help you get selected. You could have given the entire interview well, and there will be some questions which you will not be able to answer, because senior panels are coming to take your interview. So they will make you come into a situation where you will not be able to answer few questions, or you will not be able to defend some situations. So all these easy things, TCS related question covers up that. Okay, so if you can answer this easy question, then also what you have not answered will be covered by that, and it would be the selection will go in your favor. And then apart from this, the most important thing that I want to tell you is, please don't be nervous, okay? Because of nervousness, I have seen many students spoils their interview, okay? I know it is a big opportunity for you people. I know there are less placements in HR, and many people are not placed, but yeah, this should not be the reason for you to be nervous, okay? See, it's a very long process. You have to give GD, case study, and then interview. So you have to like stay there for long, and then you have to perform well in all the rounds, right? So if you're nervous, it will affect your performance, okay? So one tip to control your nervousness is, don't think about results are definitely not in your hand, and the more we try to control the results, the more we get anxious, the more we get nervous, okay? I always believe that interview is a discussion. It is not an interrogation that people will try to grill you. Of course they will do, that's their role, they want to check you properly, okay? So they will do, but the intentions are never to afraid you, right? So don't be nervous about it. Be calm, be composed, and just think on your positive side. Nobody is perfect in this world, and everybody has some weaknesses. If your communication is your weakness, or anything else is your weakness, try to think what is good in you, and highlight that, focus on that, and firmly believe that your interview will go good, okay? One thing that I tell my students how to control nervousness is to have positive affirmations. Practice positive affirmations, that yes, if first thing is that accept nervousness, okay? It's okay to be nervous, number one. Number two, believe that things are in your control, and you will give good answers, right? So give positive affirmations that yes, my interview will go good. small thing, but it actually helps. And trust me, everybody get nervous, and I count myself, in that. Okay, because of course, when some big opportunity comes, all of us, want to get selected, and definitely because of this expectation, there is little bit of nervousness, and the panel also understand this. Okay, so when some candidate come to me that whose interview I have taken, if he is nervous, I find it completely normal. Okay, I don't think like that. Okay, this person is very nervous, unless and until he is too much nervous, right? So little bit of nervousness is understood by the panel also, because they are very experienced, and they too have also given interviews at some point of time, and they understand that yes, it's normal for the student to be nervous. Okay, so be confident, because here it will be it case study, be it interview, it will be a test of your presence of mind. Okay, they will give you situations, they will cross counter you, they will counter you to your answer, they will counter your solution, and that is where you have to use your brain, that what else I can speak, what else solution I can suggest, and that is where the focus and confidence is very very important, right? So just have positive affirmation, don't let any negative thought affect your confidence, and believe that you will get selected. Okay, and even if your GD doesn't go well, if you're not able to find good answer to the case study, still don't think that you will not be selected, because selection happens in the interview round. I have seen some candidates that they were not very good while giving their GD, but when we have taken their interview, they actually make out in the interview round. So we have seen such kind of cases as well. So throughout the process, maintain your positivity, and be composed. And it will be a long process, because there are so many rounds and there are so many students. So come prepared to stay for the entire day. Your interview chance might come at 5. Okay, so keep everything, for your food, and everything should be there, so that you don't feel hungry, and then if you feel hungry and you have to go for interview, again it will make you more nervous, right? So be go prepared for the entire day. All right. Okay, so I think I have covered almost all the important things, and all these things are uh, definitely important. But one more thing is that I want to suggest you is, in the interview, somebody asks you, do you have any preference for location? So do give your preference, but also mention that I am open for all the locations. Okay, it is very important that you say this, because if you say no, I just want this location, despite you are a good candidate, they will not take you, because flexibility should be there in terms of locations. So at least in the interview you say I am open for all the location, but my preference is this. If I get this, it is fine. If not, then I am ready for any location. Okay, so show the openness to work from anywhere. Also show the openness to work for any role of HR. Okay, don't say that I don't want recruitment, or I don't want something else. Be open. Okay, every role teaches you something, and I have said in my last video also that you get a chance to change your role after 2 3 years in TCS. Okay, so whatever you get, you should be fine with that, and the same thing should come out in the interview. Don't give them any impression that you have any constraint of location, or you have any constraint of any particular role, because if you give them any impression, see, HR are very smart. Okay, they are psychologists, all of them have studied psychology. So they basically, any see I have taken so many interviews, so I also judge a candidate in matter of 2 3 minutes. We just understand the candidate from its impression, so we quickly get the understanding about the candidate, right? So if at all it is if it is in your mind, it will be reflected in your voice, in your answer, and they will catch it, right? So be clear that you are open for all the locations and for all the role, right? Okay, so I hope these tips will help you. So all the best, and stay tuned. We will upload more content. We will also invite some students who have given their interview tomorrow, we will record their experience as well, so that those who have not given the interview yet could learn from it. So stay tuned, and we will be bringing more such useful content. Thank you.